On a cold spring morning in 1879 in the quiet German city of Ulm, a boy was born beneath a strange, round-headed lamp. His parents named him Albert Einstein. No one could have guessed that this child, who barely spoke until he was 4, would someday reshape the world's understanding of reality itself. Albert's early days were filled with curiosity. He would lose himself in books, puzzles, and music, forever asking how the world worked. His teachers found him defiant, dismissive of rote learning. But at home, his father gifted him a compass. Watching its needle always pointing north, Albert's imagination was set whirring. What force, he wondered, reached invisibly through wood and flesh? Living in Munich and later in Italy and Switzerland, young Einstein's schoolwork was uneven yet marked by flashes of brilliance. He completed his studies at the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich, where he fell in love with physics, and with Mileva Maric, a fellow student who later became his first wife. His career did not begin on academic heights but at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern. Here, among inventions and paperwork, Einstein nurtured his wild ideas. He called the year 1905 his annus mirabilis, his miracle year. Alone after office hours, he wrote 4 papers that would shake science to its core. In them, he described the photoelectric effect, Brownian motion, special relativity, and famously E where mc to 2, the promise that matter and energy are 2 faces of the same coin. But Einstein was not content with upheaval. He challenged the pillars of physics again in 1915 with his general theory of relativity. Gravity, he proposed, was not a force as Newton believed, but a bending of space and time themselves. In 1919, a solar eclipse proved him right. The world's press hailed him as a wizard, a prophet whose mind had revealed the fundamental rules of the cosmos. Yet for all his fame, Einstein remained true to principle. He left post-war Berlin as the rise of Nazism darkened Europe, seeking refuge at Princeton in America. Here, his wild hair and playful eyes became as legendary as his intellect. He spoke out against fascism and racism, championing peace and civil rights, and urging the world toward nuclear disarmament when his own letter to President Roosevelt had set the atomic age in motion. Einstein's scientific work continued, though he spent his final years in search of a unity, an equation to tie together the forces of nature. It eluded him. Still, his legacy endured far beyond equations. He inspired a generation of thinkers and dreamers, not through certainty, but through wonder and humility. He passed away in 1955, his ashes scattered in secret. But his words linger. Imagination is more important than knowledge. He bent reality, yes, but more than that, he taught humanity to imagine, to question, and forever to marvel at the universe. The legacy of Albert Einstein.